You've done the inner work. You know that your mindset affects your business. So you do mindset work because you understand that decisions from a fear based place aren't the best for your business. You know that we all tell ourselves stories that don't feel good to us, stories about what we've not done well enough or why things probably won't work out. And you know that that doesn't serve you when it comes to taking action in your business. You get it, you understand what's happening. So, given that you know better, why do you still find yourself second guessing a decision that you know is right, scrolling through social media to see what other people are doing when you already know what you need to do yourself? Why do you find yourself experiencing clarity 1 minute only to feel it evaporate before you can even take advantage of it? None of these things are personal failings, even though the stories we tell ourselves tend to word it that way. And these things are definitely not signs that inner work isn't important. It's more fundamental than that. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, hi there, I'm Lyndon. Welcome if you're new to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This channel is about entrepreneurial leadership for women in online business. And after my 9 years or so in online business, I want us to have grounded and soulful conversations about the real work behind building a business that lasts. So far on this channel, we've talked about reaching a point in business where it's not progressing, but not because of a strategy issue, because of a self-leadership one, and how this is the experience when you know what to do in online business, but you still aren't seeing the results for all the effort that you're putting in. And we talked about the way that we're trained throughout our lives serves employment, not entrepreneurship. The result being that even when you know about the importance of mindset work and other forms of inner development, it still doesn't translate into making the change or difference that you want it to. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. You do the mindset work, you work on believing in yourself, you've tried a range of tools, perhaps affirmations, visualization, dedicated belief work, but still you find doubt when it comes to sharing a post or a video, and the desire to feel sure that there won't be any backlash about you sharing your perspective. And you feel tension between pitching because you want sales and anxiety that you won't get any. So, what is going on? Your brain still sees these fundamental external business activities as holding a threat to your comfort and safety. So it does what it's supposed to do and tries to stop you taking the actions that it perceives as dangerous. And this results in you diluting or dismissing certain types of actions that lead to tangible results in your business. It's not that you're not up to them, nothing's gone wrong. Your brain is working as it's supposed to as a human because you're at a point where your brain might know through mindset work, affirmations, dedicated belief work, all of which tools have a definite right time, right place value. But your brain might know that there's nothing to be afraid of compared to the lions and tigers that we needed to face in the past. But your brain doesn't update the way you feel just through the knowledge itself. It needs experience of navigating the uncomfortable situations and surviving them to amend the way it allows you to feel about them over time. It's another example of how you don't need to know more. You need a consistent enough way of making decisions, holding uncertainty, and evaluating results from these decisions so that the brain begins to build new evidence about what it actually takes to build a business in the business environment that you're in. And that's what shifts these normal human patterns that hold us back. And with this as a backdrop, it makes sense how jumping from platform to platform or strategy to strategy from a fear-based place compounds the problem, because these actions of hopping around are validating how your brain is responding to uncertainty. So it keeps doing it, which is overdoing it for the environment we're in when it comes to online business. When you have built a new way of approaching your business that gives your brain the evidence that uncomfortable situations are indeed survivable, when you've built a way of approaching your business in that way, you might still feel discomfort. In fact, you will, but you don't respond to it in quite the same way. Instead, you can take action, hold yourself in the uncomfortable feelings through that, hold yourself steady through the uncertainty in the gap between the action and the result, as we've spoken about before, and then move again with the information that that gives you, the information and the experience that you gain from taking the action. So the question shifts from how can I feel certainty in my business before I take action to stop feeling uncomfortable, to how can I operate in a way that my brain stops seeing uncertainty as danger and then triggering the responses to danger that we're meant to have as human beings. And that's where the work lies. And this work is every bit as important a business activity as marketing, sales, networking, and all the things that we do on a day-to-day basis. If you see yourself and your business experience in this, the question to journal on is, where are you wishing that there was certainty in your business before you act? Not to judge yourself, that won't help, but to start noticing where there's an opportunity to expand on your inner work. Next time, we are going to talk about something so interesting that affects how we as women in particular show up in business. So subscribe, come back, and let's continue to talk about entrepreneurial leadership and its role in online business growth. And if you could give this video a like as you leave, that would be marvellous. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.